Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and thank you much to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for setting me up with the tools to do a test drive of the Zaku Machinery EB. I am currently about to have to re-record everything I've already done tonight in reverse order because it turns out my microwave wasn't picking up. My microphone wasn't picking up, possibly because it thought it was a microwave. I'm not sure. But if I sound a little cranky, I am. So, okay, the Zaku Machinery EB. It is a cost 500, usable in grounded space. It's a support, space compatibility, so slightly better mobility in space. It has melee priority 1, 15,000 hit points, ballistic resistance of 18, beam resistance 24. Melee resistance of 8, range strength 42, melee strength of 8, movement speed 120, high speed maneuver boost speed of 190, thruster gauge 70, turning speed 69. Close range slots 8, medium range slots 12, long range slots 16. Let's take a look at the weaponry. Actually, no, first, I'm curious about this. The newly constructed unit is a modern variant of the Act Zaku, modified through reverse engineering and customized exclusively for Enardo Bat. Again, since I can't read Gundam Valpurgis, since it's not in English, I have never heard of this person. The Act Zaku was a super high-performance Zaku 2 Type MS developed as part of the Peasant project. Although it seemed inferior to current models in terms of armor and firepower, it featured remarkable mobility thanks to its magnetic coating with superior reaction speed. After Haman Karn's passing, centrists under the leadership of Sarana Karn faced a pressing need to strengthen their military capabilities, so they opted to entrust production of a new primary mobile suit called the Zaku Machinery to Anaheim Electronics. It was essentially a modernized Act Zaku modified through reverse engineering. This one in particular features an exceptional beam-resistant coating and a dedicated long rifle to leverage the sharpshooting skills of Bernardo Bat, captain of the Royal Guard. Its impressive abilities were fully demonstrated with this weapon, such as anticipating the trajectory of accelerating units to snipe them while transformed. Nice. Okay, so, weapons. It has the Zaku Machinery EB long rifle. Power 500 per shot. Let's see, heat rate 50%, range 500 meters. Cooldown time 2 seconds between shots. Overheat 13 seconds, focus 3 seconds. Must stop to fire, can focus while moving. Normal fire deals continuous damage. Beams suppress and explode during focused fire. Okay, so it has a Garabi type weapon during normal fire, and has stun and, apparent from the sound of things, splash damage during focused fire. That'll be interesting to mess with. Also has a beam saber, power 2050, cooldown time 2.5 seconds between swings. It's just a beam saber. Head Vulcans. The head design, I noticed, unlike the standard Zaku Machinery, it looks a little bit more like, I'd say, the Gyaradoga here. Vulcans, power 100, ammo 60, range 150 meters. Cooldown time between shots, none. Reload 8 seconds. Yep, fairly standard. The Zaku Machinery EB machine gun. Power 150 per shot, ammo 40, range 300 meters, cooldown time between shots, half a second, reload time 10 seconds. If this is like the standard 2-star version of the Zaku Machinery, that means that it's going to fire in 4-shot bursts with a decent amount of build stun. Yep, reasonable firing rate, modified for use as a sub-weapon for Enardo Bat's MS. Sturmfaust, power 2000, 1 ammo, range 200, reload time 15 seconds. Yep, fairly standard Sturmfaust. Birdlime, range is, or power is 300, not a lot of damage. Ammo is 1. Range is 200 meters. If it's like most birdlime launchers, you will be able to arc that and possibly hit things outside of its stated range. Reload time is 25 seconds. Ah, yeah, and like the standard Zaku machinery, it stops transformations and flight modes when it hits something with this birdlime. So, interesting idea. Sturmfaust, I guess here. Birdlime here. Actually, no, I'm going to switch the Faust and the Vulcans. Yeah, that suits me. All right. Its skill set, high performance radar level 3, so its radar range is 450 meters. High performance scope level 4, so it can okay, so it can this may be the first time I've seen scope level 4, or the first time I've noticed it. Either is possible. Allows magnification of up to 7 times, and boosts turning speed in sniper mode by 20. So it actually turns faster when scoped in than most suits would. That's always slower for snipers, so that'll be interesting to try out. Observational data link, so it will show life bars for the enemy team while it's alive. Precision shelling. When crouching, you get an extra 5% damage, or when remaining still in space, so that gives it basically the same damage bonus crouching as it would be prone, 10%, I believe. Scouting parallel processing device, so it can see the radar during snipe mode. High performance aerospace gimbal, or gimbal if you're British apparently, that's the difference, I'm told. Lets you shoot farther above or below you in space. Anti-blast stabilizer, so it does not get stunned, heavy staggered by exploding mobile suits. High-spec AMBAC level 2, so slightly better turn speed in space, and also basically the equivalent of balancers if you don't change directions at the end of your boost. So if you move straight in on someone, you can use that in a balancer kind of way in space. Forced injector level 1, you can redirect with mid boost, but it's not very boost efficient since it's only level 1. Anti-stealth level 2, so it negates stealth level 2 and below, and diminishes higher levels by 50 meters. Backbinder special cushioning, because for some reason it has the Hyakushiki's binders. I guess they come with the beam coating. Either way, if you hit those, you take 10% less damage than you would otherwise. Special right shoulder armor buffer reduces hit points from right shoulder damage by 15%. So yeah, a Zaku shoulder shield that works in some shield-like capacity. That's nice. I still think that should be added to the standard Zakus, but you know. And anti-beam coating reduces hit point damage by from ranged beam attacks by 25% and reduces reactions. However, damage and reaction reduction ceases when hit points fall below 50% and beam resistance is reduced to 0. So yeah, it's harder to stun with beams. It takes less damage from beams, but after it hits half health, it takes all the damage from beams. So interesting concept. Of course, we've seen that on the Delta Gundam. I believe something has a slightly improved version. I don't remember what. But we are going to take this out and test out its various everything. As always, we are on Mass Driver Facility at cost 500, so we can test some of its attacks against Zox. Pardon me if I just was a little, halting there, halting speech there. I got something caught in my throat. I think it's gone now. I hope. Right, yeah, those are just straight up Hyakushiki boosters. You could conceivably recreate this or something very much like it in Gundam Breaker 4 when it comes out without much trouble. Alright, let's test this on the Gundam. Fairly decent boost speed. like I said, forced injectors, not very cost efficient, but you can use them in a pinch. Okay, so let's see. Standard fire. Yeah, it is a Garobi attack. It does do build stun very rapidly, so that's not bad. Okay, if it does... They said it has a higher stun effect and explosive ability when used when charged. Okay, okay, yeah, it just stuns. It has instant stun when charged, so... let me see. Okay, if it does have splash damage, it doesn't have a lot of it. It said explosion, but... Okay, that does appear to be splash damage. I'm going to try that again in a second. We'll scope in so we can see the exact thing that's going on, but, you know, I think it's a smaller splash than the Beam Magnum, but that kind of makes sense, honestly. Okay, there. Yes! As you can see, the foot was not touched, but the stun occurred. Again. Yep. Okay, so... Yeah, so that's an interesting weapon. Okay, so the machine gun... I'll just test that on the Zaku, because the build stun property should be the same against either. It's just that the instant stun, of course, doesn't work against the Zaku, where build stun does. Yeah. Okay, this one has better build stun than the standard Zaku machine gun does, because that takes about 4 bursts to stun, and this only takes 3. That's good. Okay, yeah, not bad. The bird lime. Okay, I tested this on one of the videos I'm going to have to redo. The bird lime does the damage to the Zaku. It does absolutely nothing in terms of build stun. It will reduce the speed, and if the Zaku could transform, it wouldn't now. But yeah. Okay. Vulcans. Unsurprisingly, the machine gun is better at stunning, but it can do it. Let's see, the Sturmfaust is... Okay, so about 50% build stun. Yeah, you can stun very quickly with the uncharged shot. I'm betting the charged shot will not stun the Zaku at all. Okay, correct. Yeah, it does about 50% build stun, though, so... Good to know. Alright, so... I think that's about all the weapons, all the ranged weapons, and how they behave. As always, Vulcans can be fireball boosting. Sturmfaust can't. Machine gun can't. Birdlime can't. Out of boost. They said this is stop to fire, so it absolutely cannot. Okay, melee. Neutral is a fairly standard neutral swing. Right swing is a right swing. Left swing is a left swing. And the down swing is... Okay, fairly standard downswing. I think that's the basic Federation downswing, if I'm not mistaken. Might be a little bit wider. There are a couple of variations on that, of course, depending on what suit you're using. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The beam coating, of course, I can't show off too much without setting these loose on me, which, yeah, not feeling. But... Okay, oh yeah, let's check that sniper mode turning. Yes, that is good and fast. Yeah. And yeah, yeah, it will stun a Zaku with an uncharged shot, so... That means that I'm pretty sure that most things with maneuver armor, if it can keep a shot on, it should be able to... it should be able to stop before it reaches them. So that's a pretty good defense system as support to go. The trick, of course, being that, as you can see, this beam does not move very fast when firing. That's about, you know, like... I think if I start here, I'll be able to hit the Gundam's toes fine. Nope. I'd have to start closer, which we'll do. Still not enough. Just barely missed the toes. Yeah, so you absolutely can hit the Gundam with that, You absolutely can track a target with that to some minor, very, very minor degree, but if something's moving in on you, you're going to have to hit it spot on to make the Garo Bee work. Because, yeah, like, tiny little bit. The alternative, is, which provides you more mobility, is to combine the Sturmfaust and the machine gun, which does provide you more mobility, more ability to run away than planting your feet and potentially missing with the rifle. But of course, it's not the fastest booster in the world, but if somebody is coming in on you and you've hit it with everything else, you can always backpedal and fire Vulcans and hope that's enough build stun. So yeah, it's not a bad looking suit. It is, kind of weird. I swear that's the Zaku 3 Customs rear skirt. Yeah, I swear Anaheim just took the Act Zaku frame and just, like, put parts they had lying around on it to finish it off as a Zaku type suit. Which, interesting concept. I like it. Again, Gundam Valpurga, as far as I know, not available in English. Hopefully it will be one day, but yeah, I kind of like this thing. So that is going to do it for this test drive. Thanks once again to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for setting me up with this. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.